I still love this match. You got a papa.
Well, hello. We should be back on stream.
Right here, right now, on God.
Right here, right now, we are back on stream.
Oh, legit. Yeah. Okay. Give me the.
Yep.
Wait.
Ask Jafet for the link. I have no clue.
What? Wait.
I'm streaming on his channel, but I don't have access to the thing. Stream key only allows me to broadcast, not access his settings.
Nar. What's this? Only two of us are gonna like. This will be so funny.
On procrastinating.
Aren't we
So
all?
true. So real, actually. You're so real for that.
My door is like wide open and
Okay, we're
Too
on
lazy to
stream now.
close
The
it.
stream, I'll get you guys the stream link, and I will send it. This should be the correct one. We thank Jafet for actually setting this up for us. Okay. Well, are we gonna begin with the band picks?
Wait. Okay, I got the link. Allow me to share first so that everyone, my fan.
Which one are we doing now? We're doing Sinigang versus Astral, right? We'll just
Yes,
have to ask Jafet.
sir.
We'll just have to ask Jafet to rename that again later when he wakes up. Let's give him a peaceful nap. I do believe I will be solo commentating for the next 2 hours, unless you're gonna commentate with me, Corone. Oh my gosh. The lack of a response is I'm just gonna take it as my confirmation that I will be indeed solo commentating. So depressing. Alright. Oh, I just realized. Okay, alright, that's fine. As of now, we have no response from either of the teams. I will be waiting for the response until we start the band picks, etc., etc. This is a very awkward silence. As everyone is aware, I was not able to commentate during the latter half of the
My
match.
apologies.
Yeah, no worries. I hate the fact that my microphone is picking up even like the smallest of sounds.
Hmm. All right. Sinigang versus Astral. I have seen them.
Alright.
If I may ask.
Do you already have their map band pick?
Oh yeah, I did.
Which
Wait.
map is it?
If I remember, it's Red Church. Wait.
Alright, we will be now switching over to Red Church. As I'm trying to make it a less laggy, please excuse the fact that some of this may be a little bit iffy in terms of display. It's not gonna be as high quality as I tried with the previous one. You know what? Anything as long as there's no more delay is better. If I'm being honest.
Not having a stream.
Indeed, better than not having a stream. I just realized that I forgot to include Discord audio to my audio mixer for band pick screen, so welcome back. You were muted for like 2 seconds. Oh.
Wait, please wait a moment. Then Astral. Okay, so Astral picked Eversleep.
Oh, they've picked Eversleeping for their first map? Alright, here we go. Eversleeping it is, then.
Sorry, I'm so dead right now. Why is it all
That is
like
understandable. Do not
feel like
worry.
I'm dead? All right, so we're gonna go to the what's this picks and bans.
Yup.
What do you think? What do you think the predictions will be?
I mean, we do know that they have like a priestess main. Although I'm assuming that she's gonna get first banned. If not, they might pull out a toy merchant then. Because actually, any character with a lot of mobility here in every sleeping town is gonna be very, very useful.
All right. Priestess. Priestess is very good in ever sleeping. So, mm, though I won't be
Probably
surprised
gonna get
with what you said.
banned.
Like if they priority ban the priestess first, then uh then priestess will be of no use. There are more, but there are some picks that they can use rather than priestess if they're banned. There's like the toy merchant. There's also the patient.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like toy merchant best alternative for priestess. And if your survivors are like limited items, it makes it better for toy merchant. For
Alright. Actually, we're seeing that Sinigang survivors are going first rather than Astral. I am not very familiar with Sinigang's like survivor picks and its etc. Their survivor team's habits, intricacies, mains. I
it's
think they'll
true.
be here for quite a surprise. Oh, they're confirming they're now ready to begin their band picks.
Yes, sir. I'm very
Let's
curious. By
go.
curious, I'm so tired.
The first two bands, just as expected, is going to be Mercenary and Priestess, which does leave up the option for. It still
Here.
does leave up the option for Seer, yeah, Seer.
Yeah,
But if they're going to prioritize banning Merc, there is the risk that it's like a camp hunter, like a Bonbon.
that's true. But since we saw their first two picks this year and an alternative rescue, the Gravekeeper.
Honestly, the alternative rescuer being Gravekeeper is not is not exactly an ideal um character here, because if it does end up being someone who's really good at camp, they might die quite. The Gravekeeper might die quite easily.
Well, I mean, Gravekeeper is still an alternative. There's like when Merc is banned, there's like two alternative better rescuers, the officer and the GK. Even though
Yeah,
I
true.
understand your point of saying, GK is not that really good, like first officer. Like GK can still counter against some hunters, like the Breaking Wheel. And if it's a bonbon, his shove to a point where needs
Yeah,
to hit.
we're seeing that. We're actually seeing that Astral has decided to ban female dancer. What do you think of this? Maybe they're trying to get rid of any form of mobility support type characters here.
That's female dancers are very strong support, especially in every thing. You can just drop a pallet in one of those middle areas, and then sorry, place a box then drop a pallet. then it will be very strong for the survivors. Hunter will have first, like give up the chase, then force to the music.
Indeed. We're seeing in acrobat pick. An acrobat pick is also very good here. It's just we're seeing that they're going for the more meta side of the team comps.
True. And since I think they're gonna ban psychologists also, since they want to avoid any is this tanky supports like tanky characters like the barmaid and the psycho.
Mm-hmm. So our final lineup for Sinigang is going to be Gravekeeper, Seer, Acrobat, and Antiquarian. This is a very, very solid team comp. None of them being particularly weak. Depending on the hunter, their ideal kite might be either between Seer or Gravekeeper. What do you think about this team comp? Who do you think would be the weakest link in the ideal chase for this?
Okay, wait, let me scroll up because my brain ain't braining. So antiquarian, acrobat, GK, and seer. Hmm, effective, but in terms, I don't know. I'm gonna pick a chip hunter.
Mm-hmm. I mean, a chip hunter is possible here, but do you believe that Astral is going to pull out a Dream Witch? I would love to see another Dream Witch. Loki.
Low key.
Actually,
Maybe
not even Loki, very high key. Alright, we're out of time now for the persona lock, meaning
I
we're gonna
st-
move on to the hunter pick.
yes, sir. Well, I'm thinking since they're picking mobility, I mean their comp is very balanced. They have a seer, for blocking like extra hit, acrobat for mobility, antiquarian for harass, and GK for rescue. So not really
Yep.
hunter would like to focus on to counter the I'm curious. Maybe
Hello?
hello?
I think my mic might have burped out for a minute there.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm scared if my mic is not going well. Sometimes this because I'm not even using a mic. I'm just using the laptop mic.
Yeah, that's the main thing about laptop microphones that you will never actually know is how good or how bad they are. Okay. I believe we should be moving on to the hunter pick now. There it is. We're now going to be entering the hunter pick stage. Just waiting a little bit. I honestly have no like doubt that this team is very very strong in terms of just solo's capability and their support because they have two very very strong supports here with their seer being able to block hits, and if it does turn out to be a chip hit hunter, they have that antiquarian to go in there for the harass if needed. We're actually seeing a night watch.
Very classic meta pick. I'm surprised.
Mhm. A night watch against this team comp though.
Wow, so surprising. I'm so mean. Well, Nightwatch is very good against like since he's a meta hunter has that vacuum, that dash ability. It works very well. This kind of team pump, and can also pressure the harassers. So you can just dash back and forth. Like
Okay, wait.
if you do it.
Something's a little bit off with your Discord stream audio. Apparently, I just checked the
Really?
stream, and you sound
Okay.
really glitchy.
Whoa,
Like really,
bro,
really glitchy. So
bro, I'm getting hacked.
I will fix this. Just give me a moment. It shouldn't be that hard to fix. That's what I said earlier.
Okay. That's what they said.
Okay, can you speak one more time? Let's see if you're still laggy. Okay, you sound fine now. So,
Really? Whoa.
I'd hope the stream isn't going through my microphone. All right. Now we're going to be
Okay.
now we're going to be going into the map selection, the lobby, right?
Yes, sir. I'm inviting you guys. Please wait
All
a moment.
right. Here we go. I shall now switch over to the lobby.
Oh wait, I have to allow me to add them first.
Oh, I have the representative of Astral and
Oh,
Sinigang added.
yay.
Don't
Okay.
worry about
Me
it.
too.
Where is it? I don't see Astral's representative online. I might as well invite whoever I recognize from that team.
Alright, so ever sleeping town. And then
Why am I a lucky guy profile picture? Question mark. Okay. Aside from that, who is their hunter character again for Astral?
whoa, you don't know? Let's like watch.
No, I mean like which player?
Which player? Taro.
Okay,
Taro.
okay, good. Okay. I got the right person in.
Alright, we'll be starting very soon. Please give me a moment.
Alright, let's go. We are currently just waiting for Sinigang to finish their in-game confirmations, and we will begin. Right. I hope stream delay isn't as bad.
Alright. I am also notified that one of their Sinigang players is going to have a what's this? Like problem. We'll have a delay. So we have to like pause the game for like 20 seconds, then we will continue. So I apologize if I have to pause like every game.
Alright.
No, no, sorry, it's not every game. It's only when
Oh wow, we're actually seeing the Gravekeeper having a C badge here. What do you think?
what do you? It's
Look at their Gravekeeper.
wow, see badge.
Well now I have decent or at least higher hopes than I did earlier.
Man, I can't believe you're not giving GK play. And they work so hard, and then you're like, oh, GK's so bad. I don't think she...
This Gravekeeper has a badge, and here I am shitting on Gravekeeper.
I know, right? How could you?
We're seeing they're kind of hesitant on their spawn points here. This antiquarian is having a midlife crisis about her birth point. Whoa.
Looks like they're gonna go for the
They're gonna
shape.
go for the very interesting shape.
Yes. And looks like Nightwatch is trying to pick whether if he wants to go to the left side or the fill in the blank. But looks like he wants to go for the left side. Most likely the Antiquarian might be the first phase, but I don't think that's really recommended.
Yeah, if anything, he might actually go for the. He might go for the seer or the or something.
The Gravekeeper?
Yeah. Considering
That is
the
a possible.
area where Antiquarian is and her just pure strength as a kiter, considering the fact they have Gravekeeper, she probably won't be carrying Tide Turner here.
It's very true. But if he does chase the Antiquarian, this will be very hard.
I just realized
So wait,
Nightwatch's ears.
allow me to pause first for like 20 seconds. Please remind
Once
me.
we reach, yep, once we reach 270, I believe we will be unpausing. No, that's 280. We're unpausing at 280, guys.
Okay.
So. Okay, we can unpause now. It's been 20
Alright.
seconds.
Alright, so we'll start the match. Right now, Nightwatch is spawned by the school gate. Everyone's trying to rotate away from the Gatekeeper, as you can see, going up the stairs. And maybe the Seer might intercept with the Nightwatch.
Yeah, Seer's now attempting to rotate. I feel like the Seer should have started rotating earlier, knowing that he was at highest risk of being chased first here. He still doesn't have his owl, so he's going to take a very early hit.
That's right, very free hit for one at least. Blink will be in like 13 seconds. Seer Owl is ready at the time, and 3 ciphers are still at like 20 to 40%.
Mm-hmm. I think the Seer will go down here. Oh no, he will not.
Yet.
But that will be considered a terror shock, even if the owl absorbs the hit.
Really?
Yeah, if we look at the presence, he actually has 3 hit presence now.
Alright. Oh my god, I thought terror shocks don't happen when you have the owl. I thought so.
No, the owl simply absorbs the damage. It still gives the exact same amount of presence as it normally would.
Oh. Okay. So as you can see right here, this Hunter Taro brought teleport right here.
With Seer down so early and the Hunter already at fourth hit presence, is it really a good idea to rescue? I think not. I believe they should just save after half or sacrifice completely.
Saving is fine. There's no really problem. As long as you're able to,
Seer already knows that Nightwatch is having full presence, so he's just going to run into a corner, forcing the Nightwatch to give up on the Gravekeeper here.
that's right. So I don't really think they might save because Acrobat and Antiquarian are like very far from the chair. So this might be a potential. Well then 3 ciphers are still remaining. First are like 50 and Gatekeeper ciphers all one. So right now the case is going for this tight situation.
When we're looking at the decoding progress, I believe they might actually be able to pop 2 of the ciphers before Nightwatch finds a new. Never mind, this Nightwatch teleports directly to that Antiquarian. This Antiquarian utilizing her stacks in order to get to a new kiting area.
Sorry, I apologize. My cough is killing me. Alright, so yeah, Antiquarian's very trying to utilize enough as they can, but go off. Nightwatch won't be silenced. And while he's just trying to utilize these pallets right here, Taro forcing to bring this pallet.
This Antiquarian is actually utilizing her stick very well, but I think it's too early. She's already used up more than 75% of her stick, and this is only the very start of her kite.
Wagyu needs to start conserving his oh, never mind. So I think Star just decided to all of his stick, which I don't think it's really a good place. You want to save your stick for the end game so that you can still buy more time to contain the Night Watch.
Either way, we're now at one cipher remaining. I believe that the hunter is just going to give up camp? No, he's going to stay camp because he knows it's probably already premed by now. There's no point in giving the free rescue.
Right, with one free rescue right here, and I think they should have popped the cipher by now. There we go.
Indeed,
So
that
this game,
might have been a little bit of a miscommunication with the late pop there.
what? Oh, okay. So we're trying to like hit there, but Antiquarian already vaulted the pallet. So he wasn't able to reach. Taro needs to force to break these pallets, unfortunately.
Even if
Or
he
Flag
breaks this pallet, this antiquarian can simply repeat the loop there, so he's just gonna switch out. Unfortunately, that gravekeeper is going to go into his shovel. The acrobat is not very likely to share the same fate of leaving there.
I don't know
His
why did Acrobat not leave the gate. He could have made it. Could have just balled to the gate.
Yeah. He would have been able to leave the gate if only he balled into the gate when the hunter had his attack recovery during Gravekeeper.
That's true. Antiquarian's gate is almost done, so I think
No, actually, if we account for Antiquarian's 30% debuff here, it's not gonna oh.
we'll
Surprisingly,
make
it did
it.
finish.
Why are you
Snapped the
doubting me?
hook.
Oh, that's
It
with the
was at
trap.
the tram. It was at
What?
60% when the acrobat got shared. Let's take a look at the match statistics first. And we're seeing that, yeah, that was surprisingly, despite the very fast usage of the stick, the Antiquarian was still able to get a pretty decent kite in.
That's right. Despite the seer, not having a very good first kite, Antiquarian was able to buy a bit more time and able for all, and even
Hello?
hello.
Did your microphone die?
I'm not sure. Can you hear me? Am I
Yeah,
heard?
alright. Yeah, we can hear you. Your voice just cut off there mid sentence. Were you saying something?
Oh, okay. So is this? I mean, despite this year not having not really a lengthy kite,
Oh yeah, your microphone's just
I
okay.
was able to is this buy them enough time for all the ciphers to be prime. Even though the was this made Brian already has no
No, yeah, your microphone's really busted. Oh
a
my
jump to the
god.
gate. This would
Your
oh my god.
microphone is busted. We're only
Really?
getting like 50% of the sentence.
No. Anyways, I don't think I should speak that much any longer. I think we should just move on to the second match.
Yep, let us move on to the second match. We're looking at the band picks. They still haven't started the band picks for the second half though, so we still have some time to spare before the second half of round 1 commences. In my personal opinion, it could have gone a lot better there if the seer was able to utilize his kiting area a lot more. An area with tall walls like that could have actually been good for preventing the pull ability, and utilizing the pallets better would have lengthened the kite more, prevented them from giving presents.
Yeah, that's true. I actually didn't know. I'm not sure because I can't see the hunter's person. If
Hmm.
like this year, but the can count as like two presence stacks.
Wait, Karone, what are the limits again on the accessories tiers, etc.? Because I believe last time we confirmed this, it was supposed to be S max, no SS.
The rules say was this that only A tier accessories are allowed. So I will have to give them a warning.
There is an A tier version of it though. Was there not?
Allow me to confirm first. Though it looks like it's an S accessory, right? Because the
Oh,
Aussie
never mind. He
color
was using rebirth.
reverse.
Rebirth. Just have them. Can we just have them send a screenshot of their series accessory list? I believe this is a little bit confusing. We are let's leave that to the other staff on hand. Now let's focus on the band picks for the second half. We have the first two hunter bands will be not Seer, Mercenary and Priestess, a complete mirror of the first two bands of. Oh, oops, I forgot to deselect. Okay. Anyways, sorry about that, guys. We're seeing that the first two bands are Mercenary and Priestess here. Very, very common bands. And if we're looking about the first two picks, we have an Antiquarian and the Gravekeeper. Wow.
Wait, is that the first two picks? Oh, okay. I thought it was the
Yeah.
first two bands. Alright, so Mercan Priestess,
No.
it's a very normal band. Anti VK looks like they're almost following Sinigang's kind of
They
similar.
might be, but with a different order. They might actually end up switching out the acrobat for someone who's more team centered here. We do know that Astral has a fair amount of like pretty good survivor supporters. So we might see them utilize that more.
Mechanic. Oh, wants to ban the mechanic. Wants to avoid that cipher rush right there of like
Yep.
maintaining two ciphers at once.
But as of right now, we're seeing a perfect mirror of Sinigang's survivor lineup as the third survivor pick being Seer. Back to my original prompt now. What do you think? Will they mirror and pick Acrobat once more, or will they pick someone else?
I'm not sure. I hope they do. It would be funny though if they do. Like mimic. Uh, okay.
Okay, now we're moving on to the next survivor band. It's going to be Psychologist. They're probably gearing up for a hermit here with this with like anti cipher rush and anti healing.
The survivor bands are like very versatile.
These are yeah, indeed. The survivor bands
Psychologist.
are very versatile, but psychologist is not a high priority band for other hunters though. Only hunters which very much depend on health statuses, like let's say Hermit and Psychologist and not Hermit, Dream Witch and Joseph, only they would benefit from limiting the survivor's ability to heal.
Survivors are just okay. So last pick entomologist. Uh oh, it looks like it wasn't a mirror match after all. I don't think they want to pick the acrobat.
Yeah, no, I was correct. They did decide to focus more on like a team-based character to replace the acrobat for like a smoother team synergy, which actually might play out in their favor with the entomologist being able to go on map control. If we're gonna look at Antiquarian there for the harass and the Seer for the long distance support, this is going to be a very, very tough trio of just Honestly, actually, no. Even with the Gravekeeper, this is very tough. Now we are looking at the Persona lock. Oh,
So we're gonna
wow.
see. I'm sorry. We're gonna see the personas. P36, very normal. Anti 39.
The seer actually being the one on side rather than the antiquarian or the entomologist. I wonder what's going on through their thought processes here. Why have
I'm not
seer
really
be your
sure.
secondary rescuer? Perhaps they have a lot of
No, I don't
trust
even
in
know.
their. Perhaps they have a lot of trust in whoever's playing seer for them.
But you know what they say? I guess we should just let them cook. But I don't really get what they're trying to cook though. Seer 36 is kind of a very
Seer
to
36
take.
has like always been quite iffy for for overall team comps. It doesn't matter unless your team comps, unless your survivor teammates are significantly weaker than Seer. I don't see why you'd go tight on him. All right, we're looking at Sinigang's hunter pick. Oh yeah.
Oh, Night Watch.
Ooh, another
Interesting.
night watch. At least they're making it easy for me to do the banfic screen.
That's very true. My nose is killing me.
I hope you are okay, genuinely. All right, we're actually seeing Wowie as their hunter. Did they not send their lineup? I'll check their lineup.
Okay, so Wawiu, sorry, Wawiu. Is that how you pronounce it? Wawiu.
I'd assume.
Can we just call him Wow?
Sure, let's just call him
Alright,
Wow.
alright. Wow. Okay, Wow will be playing as Night Watch. So again, this is a very good first pick meta hunter. Normally, you want to pick like in professional tournaments opera singer, but of course this ain't no professional tournament community tournament, and if you can pick whoever you want actually. But Nightwatch is a very good second meta pick besides opera singer.
Mm-hmm. Well, if since we now have the character selections all done, let's go ahead and begin with the lobby. Can you invite me?
Are you friends with what's this? Slushy?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Can you also invite him?
Sure.
Where are you? There you are.
My IDV friend list is being a little bit weird, though. Miguel, can you extend the spectators a bit?
Ever sleeping? There you go.
Oh my,
Right.
I can't seem to invite people, so you might have to be the one to do the rest of the.
You want me to invite
Okay.
them?
Yeah, I can't open my invite screen.
You can exit, then I'll re-invite you. Hello? Hello?
Hello! Oh my gosh.
You
I'm
can leave
alive.
first. You can leave first if you want, so that I can re-invite you. And then there's this.
Alright, yeah. Yes, please. Re-invite.
There you go.
Here
Is
we
your
go.
invite working?
Yes, it is now working. I'll invite.
Okay.
I'll invite both of the reps that I have added.
So do keep in mind, the score right now is tied 2-2. So if Sinigang wants a round one win advantage, he needs to get at least a 3K.
Mm-hmm. If they want a 3K as Night Watch, it's not really that tall of an order considering he is a chase hunter here. The only thing that would hold him back is going to be how well Astral utilizes their support characters.
Well, as long as doesn't really chase the antiquarian first, I'm sure it should be fine.
Alright, we now have everyone in. Let us switch to the gameplay preview. My deepest apologies if sometimes the IDV audio is sometimes cutting out, because I do actually have to maintain the behind the scenes of the stream for the fact that it is slightly more limiting with how much I can do for this technical side.
So again, we're gonna see the personas. Antiquarian 39, very interesting persona. And then here with the Tide, very bold move. But I don't really think you need Tide as Seer since there's already a Grave Keeper. But you never know. Never know that you need another Tide for endgame.
Mm-hmm. Perhaps they have Siron tied as like a backup in case one of their rescuers fail.
Well, that could be one of it. Right now, we're gonna see Seer in the graveyard, Ento in the Anti in the middle, and A at the most likely
Antiquarian
inside.
in the middle. Yep. I think it's a good
Alright.
idea to put Antiquarian and Seer in the middle and graveyard respectively, because if Seer is going to be carrying Tide, you don't want to put him in a very strong hiding area that does not have a lot of distance, that would need an ability like, what, let's say Flywheel or Broken Windows in order to make up for.
Antiquarian. I'm sorry, the entomologist spawned at the corner house. Most likely,
Your voice got a little bit cut out there, but I'm gonna assume that you were planning to say entomologist might be the first chase.
more or less. As you can see right now, Wow is going into the entomologist. Corner house is like a very good place point for hunters.
Yep.
Behind the pallet. Oh my god.
Entomologist attempted to hide there, but unfortunately they forgot to hide their trail there, resulting in them getting found and unable to get the pallets done.
That's right. So Wabi gets one free hit right now, very early. I think is this Ento should have just hit the pallet on this trail. Right now, Sir Owl might be ready to be spectated though.
We're seeing that blink is up in 20 seconds, which means this entomologist still has some time to kite. With her bees back online, she's going to be able to transition, but she's not going to. Instead, using her bees as a replacement for that pallet there. And she seems to have retracted her bees before they even got to slow down the hunter. The hunter utilizes his blink here, but is going to be picked up.
So I'm not really sure why Hunter didn't decide to go to the basement because it would have been very good and just see where GK is going, but I don't think he wants to risk GK getting a free rescue.
Yep. I think this gravekeeper here is trying to run along the tram tracks in order to perhaps get the night watch get accidentally tram hit here. Mistimed flywheel. I don't understand why that entomologist is running back towards the night watch, because if that was timed wrongly, or if that night watch capitalized on that, they would have gotten another presence. entomologist going into the basement, meaning they're likely not planning for another rescue.
That's right, but I don't think WoW wants to put them in the basement at all. Just wants to place them here so that he can easily transition to the next cipher if ever they want rescue.
Yeah. If ever he'd want to remain as much map control as possible with like basic mobility, because as we already know, Nightwatch is very weak at map control.
So right now we can see his survivors are trying to rotate around, and because the night what for the next cipher anyway.
Yeah, the
First, they
Nightwatch
might
is
try
gonna
to
be going for the next cipher, but ends up spotting the Gravekeeper. But actually, if we're looking at this, we still see that the Gravekeeper still has a second shovel, which could be utilized for a shovel body block.
I don't think the deer shovel body block is the one chasing, but
Well, not shovel. Well, you know what I mean. You know what I mean when he uses that shovel very early on. He's actually going to be using the red shovel first, teleporting to the seer. So now that he has trump card, the survivors know that it's probably not gonna be. Well, I believe they already figured out earlier that it was not confined space, meaning it's gonna be trump card detention, blink, night watch.
you're right. I was just trying to form a bit more hours. So probably use the first one, so prolong a bit longer. I think right
I
about
wonder
now.
why the seer has not used his owl. He had two options there: to vault that pallet when the night watch vaulted through the window, or to use his owl to transition to that extra area. But no, he didn't go for either.
I'm not sure either. And looks like he's gonna try to pressure the Antiquarian Cipher, leading for the Gatekeeper to force rescue.
Yeah,
But I
it's
don't
gonna
think
be. No, they've actually managed to communicate smoothly enough to indicate that the Gravekeeper does need to go and take over Antiquarian Cipher. But out of the corner of Nightwatch's eye, he did spot the Gravekeeper. At this rate, very, very nice owl from the seer here. The Nightwatch is gonna go back to the. No, he's not going back to the Cipher Machine. He's just going to keep chasing the seer and possibly go for a tie.
Cipher has been popped, and then right now Sierra has another owl in display. The port is already ready, so Sierra needs to put as much as he can until the exit gates are open.
Yeah, as long as his teammates can get out, this will actually put them at a decent pace.
Probably realizing I don't think he doesn't want to tie, so he's just gonna try to teleport and pressure the exit gate as much as possible.
Yeah, he's gonna pressure the exit gate here, but that Gravekeeper was able to stall a little bit more. Still goes down with the shovel though, even after getting hit through the shovel though, since there's not many pallets to utilize in this area. Seer is going to self-heal and Antiquarian is gonna take over the other gate, but Nightwatch very clearly knows. And Antiquarian still has most of her stick though. She's gonna be able to kite this out.
Right, so Sierra right now is rotating around the map, so that tinnitus, and then he's gonna most likely rescue the GK. So while realizing that, he's trying to go back to the GK as soon as possible.
Yeah. Seer actually making a beeline for the gate and the Gravekeeper going around the other side of the building. They've gone through separate paths, but still end up meeting at the gate. Will the Seer utilize his owl to body block? Yes, he will, and this is going to allow the two of them to escape out the gate. At this rate, there's no coming back for the Night Watch. That Antiquarian is gonna be able to leave too.
So this will leave a three-man escape for Team Astral. So Team Astral is going to take that round one.
Despite the slightly bad start with the entomologist, their cipher rush was actually very, very strong, with this team consisting of mostly fast decoders and their only rescuer being Gravekeeper. I suppose suppose I did forget that one of Gravekeeper's strong points as a rescuer is the lack of a significant decoding debuff. Well, what did you think of that match?
The map. Well, it looks like it was going good first for the night watch, like with the entomologist early down, and then this year not utilizing his owl much. But then, I think he made some mishaps on his decision making. He just decided to go for the antiquarian to secure the times.
Oh
All
yeah,
right,
no, your mic is
so
still
is my
cutting
mic
out.
dying?
Yeah, your mic dies out every time I give you like your solo segment. What is this?
No. All right, so I think enough about my judgment. So for now, I'll have to go a little bit. There'll be someone lovely Fruitjuiice guild leader for
Indeed,
now.
let's get Ju in here to co-cast with me for now.
Hello. Hold on, I'm logging in. I forgot it.
Make sure to turn on. Can you turn on your Singapore VPN because we do have
I am
some
in
ping issues.
Singapore.
Oh. Oh yeah, I
Doxes myself
forgot.
completely. Anyway, if you can invite me. Wait, are we added?
I'm pretty sure we are. My friend list is a little bit not working right now. So you
You're
might,
Cynthia, right?
yes, you might have to invite me.
Okay, cool.
All right, here we are. We're now going to be moving into the second half. At this point, it's going to be a point lead for um it's gonna be a point lead which is turning in Astral's favor. Oh my gosh, I can't speak. With a 5-3.
Yep, hold on. Could you commentate for a bit? I need to handle the hands and things.
Oh yeah, that's perfectly fine. I can compensate the band picks. Now we are going
Yeah.
to see Astral's oh actually this does depend on the faction order. It's going to be swapped around this time though, right? Meaning that
No, not necessarily. So, hold on, let me check
I wonder.
who won which flip.
This is the second round now too, so we might have to redo the bands. The yeah, we're gonna have to.
Okay, so since Astral won the original coin flip, since it's BO2, now Sinigang will be choosing the map, and Astral will choose one map to ban and the faction order.
All right. So this does mean we'll see. Um, we'll have to wait for Astral to ban their map first, though, before we can proceed with this. I will wait for their confirmation on the map ban first before I switch to the ban
Mm,
screen. You want to ping them, remind them that they do have to ban a map.
yep. Okay, so there will be one substitution, I believe.
On which team side?
Astral side, and I think
All
they'll be
right.
banning the map afterwards.
Yeah, that seems fine.
Hmm.
Let's give them 3 minutes to confirm their new lineup and their map ban. I believe it was 3 minutes for team switch, right?
Um, Yes, it's 3 minutes for a member change.
So at
Mm,
6:40, oh, never mind. They did get their map ban. So their map ban is gonna be Sacred Heart, and the team is going to pick Red Church actually.
Interesting. I'm definitely sensing an opera singer about to appear. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm a bit surprised that they banned Sacred because Sacred isn't really a map that survivors, no, that teams choose because it makes it very difficult for their hunter to secure a 3 kill or 4 kill. Mm, But regardless,
Perhaps.
Astral has asked for their hunter to go first, so we'll begin the picks and bans properly now.
Mhm. Based on the previous match, though, I do sort of see the logic because it seems that Sinigang might be slightly dependent on their survivor team.
Mm, I'm honestly not quite sure because I didn't get to see the full match, but I will take your word for it.
Yeah, previously in the first
Mm,
half, we did see that Sinigang survivors managed to tie, unlike the second half with Sinigang's hunter getting 3 escape here. So most of the points are coming from their survivors.
mm, I do wonder what they'll do now because since they've already from a banned Gravekeeper and Seer, it seems quite easy for the hunter to just ban Mercenary and maybe Antiquarian or
They
something
might
along
actually
those
ban
lines.
Priestess. Oh no, never mind. You
Mhm.
were right. It is going to be an Antiquarian and a mercenary ban.
I think that makes a lot of sense because it's Red Church, so they don't really need to lock in Priestess. And if the other team does use Priestess and Red Church, it makes them unable to use Priestess on bigger maps like Ever Sleeping or Moonlit. So I'm assuming the Hunter is counting on the survivors not using Priestess and Red Church.
The thing with that is Ever Sleeping has already been picked, so it will not be viable for round 3, meaning their only option for Priestess that she's actually decent in for the next match will be Moonlit.
I mean, I don't really think that's true. I honestly think that every map except for Arms Factory is very viable. For example, even Leo's
Understandable.
Memory, Chinatown, Moonlit, Priestess is just insanely broken. She's like opera singer, but survivor version and never getting nerfed, even though she's permabanned in rank. And I have very strong feelings towards her. So the first two survivors that have been picked are Prospector and Perfumer.
A prospector is they're not at, it does seems like they're more focused on their kiting capabilities and their supporting and their harassing now rather than actual team stability here for the first two picks.
Yep, I'm a little bit surprised that sorry.
This isn't
I'm a
the
bit
first
surprised
time
that
we've seen a prospector perfumer duo from Sinigang though. This is actually like something we saw from their I believe it was their group stages. Yes, we did see Sinigang go for prospector perfumer duo again on their group stage match.
yeah, I'm not entirely sure about the Perfumer pick. I'm assuming it's to try and counter Opera Singer because against Opera Singer, we have seen Perfumer, Magician, Gardener being used in IVL. Fruitjuuice also used Gardener against Opera Singer. So, but regardless, Perfumer is quite unstable because of how easy it is to give a free hit before perfuming, and how even if you do perfume perfectly all 3 times, you do end up with a hunter at full presence.
Yeah, you'll still need to be very good at preventing the hunter from actually getting any hits. If the only situation where it would be good to have the perfumes is when you've already done 3 cipher kite without getting hit. That would
Mm.
extend it. Oh god. Now we're going to
So
see
the
the
next
next
survivor to be
band.
picked is Acrobat. Mm,
Yeah. Acrobat, next pick, and the final band will be First Officer. The hunter doesn't want to allow any rescuer characters now, seeing that Sinigang has prioritized their kiters.
And we need to remember that the Gravekeeper has been permabanned, so I really do think that they should have locked in first officer for their third pick.
Indeed. Perhaps they have some plans for an acrobat rescuer though, because acrobat isn't too bad as a substitute rescuer.
So right now, the team comp is fairly solid, except for maybe the perfumer. I'd say it's just that, as we said, there's a lack of a stable rescuer, so I'm wondering if they'll go for a journalist, maybe,
Indeed.
or a
A journalist
coordinator.
a journalist isn't too ideal though, neither is a coordinator because after a rescue, if the original chase target went down quickly enough and still has their abilities, it would make more sense for the hunter to switch targets to the rescuer if it's someone like
Yeah, I'm
coordinator.
wondering
Oh, I
if they'd
forgot to
go for
update the
a
ban pick screen.
patient.
I forgot to
It's
update the
okay.
ban pick screen, guys. I will update
So,
that now for you guys.
oh, interesting. Okay, so the last pick for the survivor side will be the gardener that we've mentioned a bit ago, because gardener is actually quite strong against opera singer. We've seen Canadia's teams use gardener a lot against opera singer. If we see,
the the
sorry,
gardener pick though, yeah, we will see. Probably they're gearing up for anti opera singer here.
I do feel like it's a little bit too late for that in the sense that, um, personally, that prospector is looking like a bit of a weak link for me because I've seen many prospectors cancel attack recovery against opera singer because of how fast her dash can be. I do
Indeed,
wonder
yeah.
why they wouldn't have just locked Gardner in for their first pick instead, because now they can't use Prospector, a decent harasser, in future matches, especially if, they're not really confident in other harassers.
I suppose they're trying to gain back that point deficit now, so they're going to put their all into this half of the match rather than the third round, where there's going to be a lot more pressure on them if they do end up in a point deficit this round.
Yeah, because right now, I'd say, um, just to recap, Astral won the previous round, right?
Yes, Astral did win the previous round by a 2 point difference, I think.
Mm,
Yeah, it is a
okay.
two
So
point
if that's the case, then Astral really needs to go for a team comp that can secure at least a tie or a win because they can't adjust to their hunter. So one of the reasons that a lot of coin flip losers ask for their hunter to go first is so that survivors can adjust their picks and bans according to whether they need a tie or a win based on what the hunter gets. And right now, no, not Astral. Senegan doesn't have um that information about what they should be going for. So I think that all they can really do is try to go for a 3 escape, 4 escape, etc., etc. Mm,
Yeah, at this point, the ideal match results here would be a 3 escape or a 4 escape, but with a team comp like this, a tie is looking more reasonable.
mm. I am wondering who the hunter will be because I feel like on Red Church, opera singer is very. Uh... Oh, wait. Oh no, I messed up. I'm so sorry.
Oh my god! If you look at Sinigang's
No.
can you go check Sinigang's persona pic? Look at it.
No,
We're
hold on.
actually gonna
I've
see.
made a really bad mistake. Hold on. Ah, um,
Oh, did they ban Hunter?
no, they didn't. That's like the issue. Oh my God. Mm, hold on.
Hmm. Just confirm with them if Axboy was in their original like intentions to ban. If not, we can just ask them if their like ban picks got altered in any way due to the lack of a hunter ban.
Yep, I'll do that. A second.
Well, in the meantime, since we are having some difficulties with this, we're not sure if we. Well, I'm not sure if the survivors will keep their persona lock.
Hmm.
For now, I will not be displaying the hunter pick just because of the slight issues we've had with the hunter ban pick.
Yeah, I'll just confirm and clarify. And I think that if they see that the lineups were changed, I'll ask Astral if they're okay with not having a hunter ban as well, even though that's entirely my fault.
Yeah, if it does turn out that the lack of a hunter ban did affect their process, we do have time for a restart, right? Since that was a small error on our part.
Yep.
They
The
are
thing is
actually
though,
confirming though. It seems like they have no problem with it if they're readied up.
okay.
Okay, so I will be disclosing the hunter now. It's going to be an axe boy pick, and if we're looking at the, am I allowed to disclose the survivors persona
Yep.
before we go into the match?
Yep.
All right, we actually see that the perfumer will not be carrying. Will she be carrying 3? Actually, she is. Okay, I thought she wasn't carrying borrowed time for a second there because they first started off the thing with 12.
That's
We are
completely
seeing the
understandable.
acrobat. We are seeing the acrobat being the one carrying their tide. So basically, they're gonna use their acrobat as a rescuer. If all goes well, I'd say you'd want to put your prospector down the middle there. Acrobat, even if he is one of the stronger kiters here in this team comp, he is still probably going to be chased because no matter who the axe boy chases, it's still going to be Cypher Rush. So the axe boy is just gonna pick whoever's easiest.
Yeah. So it looks like they're going for the. Okay, so it looks like they're going for
The prospector is actually in shack, and the gardener is in middle. Oh, that's very questionable. I think the gardener would have gone better in one of the slightly stronger kiting spots, but not directly down the middle since it's accessible from all points. Depending on their rotations here, it's actually all 3 of them are very viable chases, so I can't even give a prediction on who the hunter might chase first. But from now what I'm seeing, the most suggested chase might be the perfumer. Because if the gardener tries to if the hunter tries to chase gardener, she can just rotate out. But rotations with the gardener might be a little iffy.
Yep, so it looks like the hunter plans on going for the perfumer first, as you said. The perfumer will be heading towards, it appears to be ceremony, where she will run into the acrobat. I'm not too sure about this rotation here.
I wonder if this is a miscommunication because the acrobat did spot at graveyard but went all the way to. This perfumer is going to take that flame hit and is unable to use any of her perfumes. This is gonna be a very, very tough spot for her to kite in now. She's not able to vault that pallet either. If this hunter is just a little bit more patient with their attacks, they could have gotten that extremely early down. But as we see, that impatience with their attacks is proving to be the main cause of this extended kite.
Yeah, so the perfumer's flywheel is up, but the hunter also is about to have blink, so we'll see if the perfumer can flywheel.
No, since the
Okay.
blink was used almost instantaneously, there was no time for the team to communicate about the blink timer, unless the perfumer herself was keeping track of it while kiting. Since she's going to end up in basement, and it's an axe boy, they don't have an actual rescuer, the most probable idea here would just be to sacrifice. But why is their gardener still decoding up there?
It looks like the gardener will be going to rescue. And does she have time? No.
I think this is just a. I think that rescue in the basement just ended up being a free presence feeder because one, the gardener got hit by the basic attack and the perfumer got instant hit by the flame.
Yep, so that was a slightly questionable rescue. I'm assuming it was only done because the perfumer went down in basement, but even so, I think the gardener should have rotated out. Because Acrobat has tied, but he had mounted order.
The prospector is still a viable rescuer though because he can just stun the hunter and give the perfumer some time to leave, even if it costs all of his magnets.
I don't think they should rescue because it's basement, there's no more tide, and right now their cipher progress isn't that great. Gardener cipher is at 30%, but the other two ciphers are all around 10% each.
Unfortunately, with the
Axeboy's
level difference in the trail, very nice pallet stun from the gardener here. I don't think that axe boy was anticipating the gardener to actually drop it.
Yep, so the gardener is heading away from the Acrobat cipher while trying to sort of manage near middle broken. I wonder if that actually can get this flame or if the gardener. So she does take a normal hit, but it's quite a good kite considering she was at half health. I think the Acrobat won't be able to finish his cipher, but at least since he has tied, the gardener can rotate away from the last cipher and probably kite near shack area.
Yep. If this act, no. Now that he has a flame, he's gonna be unable to use his speed dash in order to catch up with the gardener. So even with the full presence, it won't do a lot. The gardener is forced into kiting back into the cipher though, which is unfortunate.
I think this was a poor rotation since the Axeboy can now very good pass by the gardener again. Very impressive.
An abnormal there. I think the best course of action would have been to just have the gardener and the acrobat force pop that one cipher with the tide on, no?
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure if that would have worked anyway because it was only around 85%, I believe. So even with the accelerated decoding, I don't think they could have popped it in time. The prospector will be going for the rescue while the acrobat. I'm not sure what the acrobat's doing actually. Okay, so let's see if the prospector can get this rescue off. Oh!
No, the prospector is gonna die right here because of the successful flame hit from the axe boy. This is gonna put them at a very disadvantageous spot. Since it's abnormal at this late, that should have only taken away 20 to 33% of the cipher machine decoding, no?
Yeah, but even so, it would have been impossible to pop it because there's no more tide, and it would have been wiser to start a new cipher entirely because the Axeboy is now chasing the prospector towards back gate. The prospector does get the magnet and can probably get a stun, while the acrobat's still left to go back to his original cipher.
Well, let's just see how. Oh no! These survivors are falling down pretty. Some of these survivors, at least, are falling down pretty quickly to the axe boy's flames.
Yeah, it's a bit. I really do think that it's going to be a 4K, especially since the acrobat now knows where the dungeon is, and he can easily go pressure the cipher if he needs to. I really do think that the point where everything started to go to a 3K, 4K situation was when the gardener failed to rotate out of top broken, because if she'd just done that with the tide, she could have at least made it to shack area. But the acrobat will just be.
Yeah, it does make sense why he just flat out pop it, because just popping it would give him an extra health for the flame hit.
Yeah, but he's on the other side of the map from the dungeon, and he has no firewall, no broken windows. So it does look like this will be a very secure 4K for Astral.
At this point, he still has both of his, oh no! The unsuccessful ball there. Running into the diagonal corner on the wall. This does result in a... Sorry, my voice is dying now. This is going to be a 4K, which is... that puts them at an even worse point deficit, no?
Yeah, because now the gap is, I believe, 7 points.
Yeah, it was a 5-3 with 5 more points. That should be... No, that should be 10-1. No?
Mm. Well,
Since it was a tie, 3 escape.
if it was a tie, then it's 2-2, right? And you said earlier that there were 2 points down, or my
As of now, their total points will... No. As of now, their round 2 points will be 5-0. But if we're looking at the... Ooh. Well, yeah, let's move on now. Let's look at the second... Let's look at the band picks. Are we still able... Is Sinigang still able to redeem themselves from this?
mm, so
Yeah.
well, can you just check the
This-
points so far?
At this rate, yeah, we've just double checked with their points. Right now, in total, if my math is correct, it should be a 10-3.
1, 2, 3. Mm. So okay, it's
They're
not
gonna
over yet.
need...
So mhm.
It's not yet over, but this is gonna be a very tall order for Sinigang because they're gonna need to 4 escape here. No, wait, not 4 escape. They're gonna need to get... Their hunters is gonna need to get a 4 kill here if they want to proceed to round 3. All right, let us proceed.
Okay, so I hold on.
All right, we're gonna be cycling through our third extra commentator of the day, which will be Slushy from Fruitjuuice. Why is he in Astral's VC? Oh my. Is
I gotta
Sin,
start
were you
the-
voice modding Astral?
Yeah, I was voicing Astro.
Oh shoot, no one's gonna voice mod Astral anymore now
And no
then.
one's voice modding Sinigang, but it doesn't matter because nobody understands Sinigang anyways.
Sinigangs and like
Maybe you don't know Tagalog, that's why.
They're speaking in languages we don't understand.
they're speaking in like sometimes I don't know. But all I know is Sinigang speaks in like other
Nah,
languages. They
what
might
I'm
be
what
speaking
I'm
that.
worried about is that Sinigang's gonna ask for a redo of the match because they definitely wouldn't have played Gardener. But the thing is, they wouldn't have played Prospector either if like
Do
they
you
would have
think
played.
we
No,
don't have
like
time for
they half
Uri?
half. That's the thing. Like if it was just Gardener, I'd honestly give it to them because Gardener, like Gardener,
Gunner's a
you wouldn't
pretty
you
solid.
you only bring against Opera most of the time. But like Prospector's like the worst. It's so it's so anti-Opera. Like you
Mhm.
wouldn't play it against Opera. So you want me to commentate? I've never commentated
Yeah.
before.
You know what? What if we hold on? I will message about this,
Hey
but for
guys,
now,
so welcome back to another another live stream. Today we're playing IDV classic Jew throw as usual. Oh yeah, but you invite me when you can. I wanna go watch IJL for my free golden apples. Need apple. Need my apple. Oh, we can ask Sakura too. Oh yeah, but Akone.
all right, we're gonna be starting with the.
What do you want, Slushy?
Bands is subs is only 2, right?
They only have 2 subs.
Yeah, okay.
Why? What's wrong?
Oh no, cause they won't be able to sub their hunter in again after this. Cause
Oh,
they had to sub one of the hunters into survivor.
right now or next?
Yeah, for this one because their survivor had to go, so they had to sub their hunter into survivor.
That's okay.
Yeah. So they won't have any subs after this, so the hunter's gonna have to stay. They can't sub in. Alright, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Their hunter got the 4K anyways. It's okay. It's all good.
All right, we're going for. I'm a little confused with the band picks here. Okay, we are starting here. Sinigang's Hunter is going to be banning their first 2 survivors. Seer, Antiquarian and Seer are also permabanned. I believe permabans last the entire matchup, right? So they cannot pick anymore in round 3. OMG, Sin, why are you muted? Twin, get back.
Hello, I am back. My father was talking to me. So this is an
I see.
interesting ban. They're choosing to permaban, not permaban. No, they're choosing to ban
No,
Sienmerk. You know, normal stuff.
Seer
Sienmerk.
and Merc. Once again, this does leave Priestess. I'm always worried about that Priestess viable option because who would leave Priestess open?
Exactly. In Red Church, you can just pull down the 2 pallets at middle, put a polo down,
Mm-hmm.
and you have so much support. It's just like a female dancer. This is very worrying, especially given the last performance. They need to win this. They need to get the 4K to be able to progress the next round. So leaving Priestess
Yep.
open is kind of a gamble here. Personally, I wouldn't ban Merc. I'd actually let them use Merc, but you know, it's all up to Sinigang's Hunter to clutch it up. Alright.
Yep, it's up to honestly when it comes to this, I believe that Astral should probably go for a Cypher Rush just to get the exit gates open as soon as possible and get one person out minimum. That's all they need to do.
That is a fair thing they could do. That's very true. However, if they do offer Cypher's come, maybe the hunter might switch to Uchang teleport, kind of like full map control hunter. There's so many possibilities.
Yeah, there's a lot of possibilities here. It's a very tall order for them to get a 4 kill here. Astral is actually going to be banning Night Watch.
And they're choosing Priestess Ento, so we are going to see a Priestess this match, as well as that Ento that helped them do the first kind last match. This is very interesting.
I wonder though, their entomologist is like choosing their first two selections to be Priestess and Ento now makes like most of the mobility characters unviable for the next match. If they're talking about mobility, their only other remaining supports would be female dancer and let's say
We can see
Time
that
Merchant, right? Yeah.
they're honestly, we've seen this before. In FJ's match, they permaban the two of the strongest characters that they could. They really are banking on winning this match and just not needing to go to BO3 at all.
Yep.
Interestingly enough, though, the
To be
hunter
fair,
is. Sorry, yeah.
To be fair, Astral only needs one escape here in order to
Yeah.
win it all.
And that's gonna be very possible, honestly, if Priestess has the long endgame portals. Just make it difficult for the hunter. The hunter is choosing to ban mechanic, fearing Cypher Rush. And Astro is also choosing first officer, a respectable rescuer, since they did choose Gravekeeper in the first round and Merc is banned.
Very
What are your
respectable
thoughts?
ban picks here.
What are your thoughts
These
on
are these are actually very average ban picks here. We'll just need to see how well they actually pull it off as a team. What they're gonna need to rely on here is actually their decoding speeds plus their communications. As long as people aren't too clumped up and they prevent the hunter from getting good last cipher camp. Like example, they decode all of the ciphers on one side of the map, all the last remaining. Since it's a smaller map, there should only be one extra cipher, correct?
Possibly, depending on how they rotate and how the hunter plays, it's very possible that they might not even have any extra ciphers at all if the hunter chooses for a map control instead of a default camp.
Yeah, if they choose, yeah. At this rate, with honestly, with a patient. Oh, once again, I forgot. I keep forgetting to do the band pick screen, guys. My apologies.
Interesting though that the Astral did choose to ban Nightwatch instead of Opera Singer. But to be fair, Sinigang did pick Nightwatch in the first rounds of Opera, so they must be banking on the fact that Sinigang's hunter may not know how to play Opera effectively and instead only knows how to play Nightwatch.
Well, what do you think about it? Because there's other optimal characters here. They should have banned someone who is better at like just winning it all, taking it home. Someone like
I would have
Hermit.
banned Hermit, Hermit,
Yeah.
especially in this comp where he wants to slow down the game as much as possible. Even Joseph might have been a valid pick. We've not seen many Josephs using comp recently.
Honestly, since it's a priest.
Isn't...
Oh my god, it's a bonbon if we're looking at the
it's
hunter pick.
No,
it's a bonbon.
Bonbon
It's a bonbon
ban
pick.
Sorry,
Dumbass.
bonbon pick. How dare you? I've not commentated for it. I'll have you know.
Oh
bonbon
shoot!
Pick with Merc and Sirvan though. That's, you know what? I trust in the process. I trust that.
I trust in
Sinigang
we
knows
trust.
what he's
We trust what Sinigang is doing. Actually, depending, do you know whether or not Astral is weak to this or not? Oh,
Whether
what just
Astro
happened?
is weak to this or not, that's
Like to Bonbon, is he good? Are they good at countering Bonbon or what?
honestly,
that might-
from modding from them, their comms are extremely good. They have very good comms. They have very good callouts. So this
Oh.
could be a win for them, or it could go drastically wrong, and they could just get 4K. We'll have
If
to
their
see.
comms are very good, this is all gonna depend on their cipher rush and their decoding speeds. I've still got this bug in IDV where I can't invite anyone to my room. Quite unfortunate.
Try inviting me again.
No, I genuinely can't see anyone in my friends list. Can you invite me, Sin?
Okay, I guess I will make the room.
Yes, you will be hosting the room.
I will be hosting. Wonderful.
Let's
going
take a look
to-
at Sinigang's Hunter persona while we're doing
That's it.
this. Same
Yeah.
persona, it's gonna be a 3-6 bonbon.
Red Church with air selection mode. And then we have
I
to
shall invite. Alright, we have the representatives in here now.
Wonderful.
Now we've gone over enough about their band picks, team comp selections. What do you think they'll do for map selection?
Map selection, interesting. So they have first officer, patient, priestess, ento. Obviously, I would put priestess at middle or ento.
Obviously.
Actually,
I think
ento
well
is a
actually
strong card at middle. To be fair, ento just has so many directions to go, and it just forces the hunter to not be able to like chase the middle, the easiest person they could chase.
yeah, I think actually they could just place priestess on middle broken, which is right outside of church, and
True.
put their ento in the middle for
Ento has
safer
free
kites.
harass. Ento has
Mhm.
free harass. And if he doesn't go for priestess, priestess gets the setup. Goes for patient. Patient has the long drawn out kite, especially against Bonbon, where Bonbon is not going to down the patient quickly. And the first officer is such. It's a death sentence for Bonbon, especially if he has zero presence at all.
Correct. Which leads me to believe that I think the hunter might just need to play a little bit more riskier here. The first officer isn't even a good person to chase either because of that pocket watch.
Yeah, exactly. And unless the first officer is in red carpet, and like the Bonbon has perfect bombs, the Bonbon has no choice but to honestly go for either Ento or Priestess, and both are not easy choices right now.
No. I think because of that, they might actually put their first officer in shack and their patient in like a red carpet. Actually, you should start the match.
Oh, sign. Alright, we'll start the match.
Yeah.
Wow.
That way we'll get to actually confirm our theories. So, as of right now, our current joint theory should be Ento middle, priestess mid, broken, officer shack, and patient carpet, right?
That's your theory.
What about
I-
you? Give me yours.
Honestly, I think they're gonna default their first officer to red carpet and just let him rotate, and the patient will spawn in shack instead.
Yeah.
No, we'll
Same
see. We'll
choice?
see who's right.
The fact that we both agree on Ento being middle,
Answer's just not gonna be middle. It's gonna be priestess, and just both gonna be wrong.
imagine. It might actually be any of the areas. All of them can rotate pretty well.
That is true. Alright, and we'll see. Oh, priestess in
Oh.
the middle.
Oh, we were wrong.
An interesting spawn.
We were so wrong with these. Oh my. Whoa.
You know what? I was the most correct.
You know what? Yeah, with the fact that you had priestess,
I
your
had the-
prediction for
I
priestess
had
on
the
middle.
I had the directions correct for patient and first officer. Interestingly
Actually-
enough, though, patient is spawning northeast and first officer is spawning southwest. Contradictory to their names. Interesting. Alright, but who do you think the hunter's gonna go for? Not very
I
easy
think
choices
I
here.
think they might be forced to go for the first officer or the they're
You seem
forced
be
to go
right.
after
He
the
is
first
going for
officer.
the first officer first. The first officer choosing to rotate away, but the Bonbon thinks he's
Bonbon
still
doesn't see
hiding.
the trail. I think this Bonbon should get rid of these windows now. Like,
Yeah, he doesn't break the windows. He hasn't caught this. Has he?
he hasn't
No,
found any of the
he
survivors.
has not
And
seen the first
everyone has
officer.
already begun their ciphers. The priestess already managed to finish her church setup. So she's gonna go straight to Ento's
Oh.
area. Oh
Yes,
no, Ento rotated into the hunter.
that's very interesting. The Bonbon's missing all his bombs. Good setup though. Enter is gonna be very hard to use this Bonbon given this amount of speed that the Enter can output. The Bonbon choosing to try to get rid of both bees and successfully actually hitting both bees. The Enter didn't take back the second bee.
No, I believe she didn't take it back because she wanted to be able to get through that window safely.
Yes. And the hunter choosing to switch targets, going for the patient instead. Patient immediately using one of his hooks. The Bonbon actually has peepers instead of blink, which is very interesting.
Honestly, this is actually quite an unfortunate early game, switching targets 3 times and unable to time his bombs correctly.
He
I
places
don't
on-
believe this hunter plays Bonbon all too much.
Yeah, I think this hunter was actually a Nightwatch main, so they did make a very good choice by choosing to ban Nightwatch instead of the strong meta picks that would more likely play like Opera Singer.
Is unable to get that one bomb there. I think, yeah, dropping the peeper there in order to get better visibility on the patient, but if
Ooh,
we're
gets
looking
a
at...
hit and the bomb
Oh.
onto the patient. The patient, he's still choosing to kind of get, still choosing his kind of graveyard instead of rotating using his hooks. And Bomba misses
He
his
might
bombs again.
actually use his hook to get into church now. Yes, as we see, he's going to go into the window.
Yes, and the priestess is there to support the patient. Portaling. Oh, and actually we have a ST accessory. ST? No, AT accessory from the priestess. Very beautiful.
That's an A
portal.
accessory.
Yeah, very beautiful portal,
The,
honestly.
the amazing Enso and priestess
Oh,
coordination. This is gonna be a
amazing.
very difficult chase from them.
And the
wanted to-
Bonbon didn't take the portal to begin with.
Yeah, I want to take a moment of silence here just to like. I'm speechless with that priestess and entomologist coordination. Oh wow.
Really. This is probably something you'd see in like teacher rank. If I was a hunter, I'd cry. And the patient using
And that
his hook
hook.
perfectly, making sure that Bonbon is not able to down him quickly. The Bonbon's still stuck at first presence. He did not bring insolence. He is instead choosing to go for a more.
Wow.
Oh dear.
At this
not
rate, it's gonna
good.
be a 5 cipher kite at this rate.
Oh,
Oh,
he
no,
does get
he
the extended
goes
hit
down.
onto the patient, but the priestess is already ready. Oh, the hunter did bring trump card into teleport. This is still, honestly, the hunter might be able to squeeze back a tie in the situation, but the
No,
hunter
but they
needs
do need a 4
4-man.
kill.
The
Yeah,
hunter
they
needs
need a
4-man.
4.
I don't think this is going to be winnable for the Bonbon unless he pulls an insane clutch out of his gears.
Not at all.
As far as opting for a double rescue.
It's
That's
actually, it would be very, very understandable because Priestess would be here to provide, not only provide support, but also just,
Ooh, but
Set
he
up.
does manage to hit the patient. However, the Cypher is going to be primed by the time the patient goes down, and the guard, 26, is still continuing to chase the patient, trying to get more presence. Oh, but he does get the second hit onto patient, and patient's going to go down.
it
A
was, since
bad
it was a
part.
terror shock
It
on
was
that
a
pallet,
terror-
it's going to be, oh.
Yes, it was a terror shot onto the pallet.
Well, even if he messed up there, all they need is a single escape, and we're seeing that the entomologist is already at the gate. It is not yet open, but the bees are right there. Will the priestess be able to come in clutch for a support?
The Bonbon
No, but the
does
first officer
have-
is already there at the back gate. Going in for another rescue.
This is a little bit unfortunate. The bonbon is the Enzo is lagging, and the bonbon does have the tension. He does manage to get the Enzo down, but the back gate is already being opened by two
already
police officers
opened.
and this lonely
The
priestess.
moment it opens is going to be game over for this bonbon, but he already has extended his. He's already expended his teleport, meaning this is going to most likely end in another three
This is going
escape.
to be a 3 escape, and I think this means that Astral will move on, and Sinigang is unfortunately not going to progress with this tournament.
Yes.
A good game from both Sinigang and Astral.
Wow. I am absolutely stunned at the amazing support from Sinigam. Not Sinigam, sorry, Astral.
Honestly,
Sorry.
that is amazing. If the hunter honestly switched too many times, fortunate that he wasn't able to find the target that he wanted to chase from the beginning. They all chose very hard to chase survivors, and the result was honestly as predicted. This is very unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, while we wait for maybe an interview, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Let us talk about the new accessories that were just added to the shop. Princess's A tier
I like
sucks. I hate it.
What do you mean?
It is so
It's like-
bad.
It's possibly the best out of the three.
Look at Princess's A tier. Like the one that we just saw in that match. Absolutely stunning. You could mistake it for an S tier accessory. And then you have this monstrosity. It looks like the
It's
outside of a
candy
barbershop. It looks like a barbershop,
Okay.
that little spinning barbershop. Like
You are so mean.
thing.
It's a peppermint, Sin. It's a peppermint.
well, it just looks bad. And honestly, your candy canes are meant to be for Christmas. Okay.
Well, candies,
Doctors-
trick or treat. You know what?
Yeah, but who gives candy canes out at Halloween?
It's not even a candy cane. It's a peppermint. And you fucking dumbass.
I mean, he does have candy canes falling out of her. The doctor's one is
Oh.
honestly possible. It doesn't have any sound effects. The princess one is very good though. I love it so much. It matches so well Viper.
No, it looks like a fart cloud.
What? It looks so good. It's a graveyard.
Nuh-uh. That green color is questionable. Usually you'd associate purple with graveyards. But then they decided to choose this sickly green.
Because it's a spectral form. You just don't have any taste. Sigh.
Wow.
Sigh. SMH.
You're telling me I don't have taste when you're the one who says priestess accessory is ugly?
It is. It
I
could have been way
swear.
better. It's so bad for an A tier. If there was like a tier between B and A, it'd be in that tier. Because it's just not good enough for an A tier. Clearly speaking.
Well, we're still in the staff VC, so why don't we drag ourselves all the way over to interviews VC
Alright.
and
Okay.
grab someone from Astral?
Why
Why are they watching YouTube?
That's a great question. I believe I got no. Oh, I think they're watching us talk about how bad the Priestess A tier is. Really.
Oh my god, fuck you.
All right, let's go to interviews. I'll be
Yes,
going
and let's
first.
drag over a random member from. Okay, never mind. He's in the VC. Okay,
So,
should we? We didn't get to interview Sinigang last time.
no, we didn't get to interview anyone actually.
We did. Yeah, actually, we only had like a handful of interviews. So
Right, and the
let's call over both
representative-
teams.
The representative has chosen to be sacrificed to us. Let's just you do that.
Yes.
I can't be. I can't bother to. I will ask Sinigang whether they want to interview. I don't think. I think only one person speaks English though.
All right. I have notified them that they will be needing to choose someone to join for the interviews. So,
I think Astro has chosen. Astro has chosen the
Oh, that's
representative.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Stunning performance from
Hello.
the Survivor team and the Hunter
Thank
team.
you.
Absolutely fabulous. How did you actually no? You take over the interview, Sin.
All right. So I would like to actually congratulate you guys. This is, if I'm not mistaken, your first Hunter 4K in 2 years. Do I remember that correctly?
Yes, it is the
Yes.
first Hunter 4K in 2 years.
And in 2
Congratulations.
years.
And
Yes,
what's the thought process in the bands and the picks that you guys
like
chose?
which one?
For the
The second half.
second half, where you guys chose the
Yeah.
band Night Watch and everything.
Oh, so like one of our players couldn't play because like it reached past 7, and then they banned like what? I think Mug was banned, and then GK's on perma ban. The Night Watch bans because none of us like Night Watch. We always buy them in rank, so actually we're like dog shit against Night Watch. Yeah, I mean
I
kind of
see.
like
So
we
you
don't
just
like it.
Interesting.
you just went the risk against the hermit? I mean, to be fair, I have heard from Sin that your team communications are very, very nice.
Yeah, yeah, we try really hard. But what
Very
hermit?
brave though. Very brave to accept
Yeah,
that
so
the hunter might pick hermit.
Yeah.
We might.
we
I
didn't
might
even know
to-
that he played hermit, but we would have preferred hermit against
Yeah.
Bonbon.
What would you have done? What would you have done if the hunter decided to pull a dream witch out of their ass?
We would have been really happy.
Really
Why?
happy. That's
We like
interesting.
Dream Witch.
You
It's
like
it's
Dream
one of
Oh.
the hunters that we like playing against. Yeah, it's fun.
Well, you guys will definitely be facing Dream Witches up in the future if you guys continue to progress in
Indeed.
the tournament.
If you guys proceed all the way to the next round, you may end up encountering
You
Corona. Can you
might-
speak up? Will you
Yeah.
will you draw the dream witch on them?
Corone, will you sacrifice
No.
these poor innocent children with your
No.
Dream Witch? No. Okay, Corone choosing to lie. Very
No.
interesting.
Okay, great.
Very, very interesting.
We are open to anything. Yeah.
Once again, congratulations for your balls to the walls performance. Very, very good gameplay from all of you.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, now it's time to drag over. It's time to drag over Sinigang for the interviews. Welcome.
All right, and
Hello, welcome.
Hi, Wayu.
They're
Okay.
muted.
interesting. Anyways,
Interesting.
do say
Please speak up.
actually, and before you
Ah.
interview is over, do you have anything to say to all the adoring fans out there? Anything to promote?
The what fans?
It's all
The
Wayu's fault.
adoring fans. Oh, and Sinigang has
We're-
spoken up.
I
Do
cannot hear
elaborate.
them.
Do elaborate. Why do you think it's all your hunter's fault?
Actually, we have many
you-
mistakes communication.
Why the bonbon pick with the Seer and Merc band?
Actually, I was asking him if he was so sure to use Bonbon because I've been playing with him using Bonbon and he's so stuck at it, but he still used Bonbon.
Oh,
I was like, why are you
see.
using Bonbon?
I-
Ah,
Oh wow.
he really did pull out the. He really did
But
pull
there,
out
there was
the
the, there was
traditional
the
Kaizen.
two choices of Hunter that he was so good at it, and I make him choose it's either the Chino or Dream Witch. But he said, "No, I'm so stuck at it. No, I don't want to use it." And be like, "Senpai, you
No,
son of a
You
bitch."
had the dream
had the
witch.
Dream
You
Witch for the
had the
win.
dream witch
Yeah,
in you.
I was saying that Dream Witch is a big choice because the map is Red Church, and it was a big chance to
Oh,
win.
man.
And then I'd be like, sorry,
But
I'm trying to
but if-
trigger.
if we actually
Unfortunately.
look at like if we actually like refer back to Astral's original statement, they did say they were kind of gonna be slightly more excited to go against the Dream Witch. So
But maybe things would have
I
worked
think the
out
No,
bonbon
differently.
was a good pick. That's my opinion. I think it was a good pick.
You think
yeah,
the
I
boss
I
is
know
good
it's
paired with
Bonbon was
the
actually a good
fan?
pick. Bonbon was actually a good pick, but
it's
he
just
doesn't use Bonbon that much, and I was so
it's just
shocked at why he uses Bonbon.
yeah, I'm noticing that the bomb placements are always slightly late, especially the thrown bombs. Because when it comes to the bombs that you have to throw down, you usually have to throw them out like half a second earlier.
Yeah.
I guess to be fair though, we had like a huge plan cooked up by our patient about the portal placements and like the spawns.
The pole
Like
placements
the
with the bees were insane. We were so
yeah,
impressed with those.
the ender was left with 1% bees, and that's when we thought it was like so over. We made it to like the last cipher, which was lucky and good.
Someone
Indeed.
told me that I should sell this. Uh, it's all Wayu's fault. Someone said that. So we
Oh,
blame him.
We had like this overthinking like strategy about where to run. Like, Min wanted to run to the graveyard, and then she was gonna
Yeah.
look back to the church to take the priestess's portal, and I would do a breakable cipher. But we didn't expect them to go towards me. I actually
This
didn't expect to even lose the bonbon at the reception.
yes.
I'm not sure that was for me
By
or
the
not, actually.
actually, there
by the
is also.
way,
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
spoiler warning. Seki, you liar. Wow, you actually said, Seki, tell the viewers we will come back stronger.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. It's not me who
So,
said it. They just want me to say it.
Seki has been exposed as a liar. I'm just kidding.
Interesting. Anyways,
Interesting.
I do also have one final
Wow.
question for Astro. This year with the tide, such an interesting choice of persona.
And I,
Um, that
and
was
I can
actually
agree with them.
a really arbitrary pick from us. Like I carry tie, and
An
usually like
arbitrary pick?
our who's the other person? Oh wait, Cherim. I don't know what she played on that round. What was she playing? I forgot. But she doesn't do rescues. Like she just doesn't rescue at all. So usually we give the tide to Alyssa. So
Oh,
it
so
was just like a
you guys run
yeah, it was
two
just a
survivor, two tight team comp usually, and right?
yeah, that's our usual
Oh,
com.
that's interesting. All right, really shaking up the meta, as I've said before.
We were
All
lucky
right.
though with like the strat to get the Seer to rescue me instead of the anti-current to rescue. We forgot we had
Okay.
tied.
Yes,
That
I
was
was well aware that you guys forgot you had time. It was very interesting.
it's okay. Maybe it was like instinct because usually I get rescued by Alyssa as a second rescue.
All right. I think
Right.
that about wraps up the interviews. Sen?
Well, I do have like one more question for
Ooh.
Sinigang. I did notice that even during the group stages, you are very fond of the prospector perfumer duo. Is there a specific reason why?
I actually don't have any. Protector was a good choice because there's a lot of walls and there will be a big chances to like support each survivor.
Oh, so you're
Yeah,
going
yeah.
for the pushing the wall down with the magnum.
Yeah,
That's
and as
interesting.
for the perfumer, I actually don't have anything options because I don't use this that any I don't use any much of survivor. I only have like gatekeeper, embalmer, perfumer, and female dancer. But yeah, that's only the survivor I uses.
Oh, so you decided to opt for the perfumer rather than the female dancer. Why?
I actually to be honest, I don't know either.
Honestly, though, it was a very interesting pick. It might have worked out, and
Mm,
Uh, you cut off. Sorry, what?
um, he did. Did he die?
They died. Well, since Sin is dead, well, I believe
Nice.
that concludes the interviews. Thank you all for joining us, and thank you for the wonderful matches
Yeah,
that
thank you for
you've given us
hosting. Very
today.
accommodating.
I hope more. I hope there's more tournaments coming up.
Yep.
Actually, I do believe that
There will be like
Astro might have
2.
something to say. Astro, do you have
Yeah,
any?
Astro.
Do you
Okay,
have
I'll pitch
anything to
now.
say?
Yeah,
Yeah,
pitch
30
it.
second elevator pitch. Okay, so like Astro, not really Astro, but just us, like the people in the team, hosting a tournament. It is titled West Winter Wank Off Tournament. So if you're interested in a prize pool of 12k echoes, where the grand prize is 6.9k echoes, very funny number, we know. You can sign up.
Okay, let's
Like,
sign me up.
yeah.
Let's
Actually,
sign up.
YU is in our summer, so we thought you guys were gonna participate too. But yes, if anyone in the viewers are interested, it's currently open and the sign up closed 2 days after IVA group stage. So if you get kicked off after group stage, you know where to go. Our Tenny.
Wonderful.
Well,
alright.
wow, that was such a fast tournament pitch. Wonderful. I
Alright,
barely
so-
understood
Sign
a
me up,
thing.
sign me up.
We'll
Sign
be
us
watching
up.
this with great interest. Thank you, both Sinigang and Astral, for the great matches today. Sinigang, I hope to see you guys come back stronger. You guys show so much promise, and I'm looking forward to see you guys demolishing Astral in your return.
Thank
See
you.
us early done again.
Astral, yeah, whatever, it's fine.
Yep. Well, that finally concludes this. Sorry about that, by the way. That finally concludes tonight's playoffs day 2. Thank
Wow,
you
that
everyone
took
for
4
joining.
hours. Good.
Correct. What do you think?
Okay.
Wait. That's enough of this. Me and Sin will be going to the staff VC now. Goodbye. Get in here, you ass. Okay. Okay. Let's clarify for a second. Who are the teams which will be proceeding to the next I believe it should be the finals after this,
Why
right?
are you asking me?
Because you're the commentator who's here with me right now. Unless we can get Corone to get in here with us.
I do believe that the teams that will be advancing will be Fruitjuice and Astral.
Astral, from yesterday's match, we did see that which teams will be proceeding again?
Sorry?
From yesterday's playoffs, I believe we did
Yesterday's
have.
playoffs. I don't know.
You were not here.
I was not here eventually.
think-
yes.
Was it Tevat that won? I doubt it.
No, Tevat did win. Yes, Tevat won.
Okay, okay. Wait.
Tevat won against I believe Rising Sun.
And who
And
did Astral again?
yeah. That's a great question actually.
Ooh. Well.
Tevat won against Rising Sun, and it was AX versus Dystopia. I believe AX won.
Yeah, I believe AX did win. So
Yes.
the 4 teams out of the I almost burped here. Okay, so out of the 8 teams that we have, the 4 teams which will be proceeding to the next phase of semifinals will be Fruitjuice, Astral, AX, and Tevat. So stay tuned for next week where we will finally see these 4 teams go off against each other. Thank you, everyone. Have a good ranking session. Goodbye.
Why is the